On this channel, we often talk about all of the knife crime that happens up and down the country. However, this is one you don't hear too often in the UK. Yesterday's shocking footage shows a shooting taking place on a residential street in the UK. Yes, a shooting. As always, though, before we get into it, hit the like and subscribe button and join our fast-growing community. Check the clip.
You were so right. You were so right. They killed him. Call the police. Call the police. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Let me call the police. He's dead. He's running. He's running. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. I need to record it. Cool. He ran out. What have you done? Call the
The Metropolitan Police were called to Alexander Road in Enfield, North London, yesterday at about 12:38 a.m. to reports of a shooting. Police attended and found a damaged vehicle as well as bullet casing. No victims were found at the location, a Met Police spokesperson added, following reports of a firearm discharge. This came during a busy weekend for police, which made numerous arrests at Notting Hill Carnival and dealt with a stabbing incident. No arrests have been made, but inquiries are ongoing. Photos from the scene show police tape and transport. At least 2 police vehicles, a car and a van, can be seen in the above photo, while another picture from the scene reveals red tape and an officer. I mean, I know the UK is a cesspit at this moment in time, but guns, oh my gosh, that is very scary. In other news, Britain's middle class have been warned nothing will be safe as Labour looks to hike up capital gains and inheritance tax in the October budget. The Prime Minister said yesterday that the country must put up with short-term pain for long-term good, with higher taxpayers told those with the broadest shoulders should bear the heavier burden. In a speech in the Downing Street Rose Garden, the Prime Minister warned, "Things are worse than we ever imagined, because of a £22 billion black hole in the public finances." He said, "There is a budget coming in October, and it's going to be painful. We have no other choice, given the situation that we're in." Following the speech, wealth managers are reported to have received phone calls from panicked clients, with middle-class savers thought to be ready to sell off shares and properties to avoid paying higher rates if capital gains tax is increased. Although Labour has pledged not to raise income tax, national insurance or VAT, it is likely they will find other ways to make the £22 billion savings. Speaking on the inevitable bad news to come, Conservative Shadow Chief Secretary Laura Trott said, "Starmer's speech has made it clear. Ruinous tax rises, which he's always planned, are on the way. Pensions, investments, homes, nothing will be safe. And when introduced, he will have broken his election promise to the British people." Experts predict the Chancellor will hike capital gains tax to align it with income tax, with the higher rate of 20% increased to 45%. Trott added, "Increasing tax is a political choice. One, Sir Keir, has chosen to make, so he can afford inflation-busting payouts to his union paymasters." Labour did not commit to freezing CGT, though Starmer has ruled out charging the levy on first homes. It only applies to second homes and buy-to-let properties. Andy Butcher, of wealth manager Raymond James, said, "We've had lots of inquiries about how to minimise capital gains tax, and whether it's worth realising gains now and paying capital gains tax ahead of the budget." Stuart Adam, from the Institute for Fiscal Studies, added, "Labour has not said anything about CGT, but even speculation, anecdotally, is causing lots of people to sell assets at the moment, which is going to lead to a spike in receipts this year and a drop in receipts next year, even if there isn't any reform." According to analysis by Quilter, an increase to capital gains tax rates under Labour could cost higher taxpayers an extra £900 in tax. This assumes a £250,000 capital gain from a property sale, and that capital gains tax rates are aligned with income tax rates, as some have called for. Selling a second home incurs capital gains tax at 24%, down slightly from 28% in 2023-24, for those who are higher rate taxpayers, and 18% if they pay the basic rate of income tax. The rate is 20% and 10% for other assets such as shares. The suggestion to align income and capital gains rates was first made by the Office for Tax Simplification, a now disbanded government agency. Starmer also claimed his government has inherited a societal black hole made worse by recent rioting, and said his decisions to release some prisoners early and means test the pensioners' winter fuel allowance are tough actions needed to fix the country's foundations. He said, "There is a budget coming in October, and it's going to be painful. We have no other choice, given the situation that we're in. Those with the broadest shoulders should bear the heavier burden, and that's why we're cracking down on non-doms. But just as when I responded to the riots, I'll have to turn to the country and make big asks of you as well, to accept short-term pain for long-term good, the difficult trade-off for the genuine solution. And I know that, after all that you have been through, that is a really big ask and really difficult to hear. That is not the position we should be in. It's not the position I want to be in. But we have to end the politics of the easy answer that solves nothing." Lastly, Prince Harry has announced a new solo trip without Meghan Markle. The Duke of Sussex is set to visit New York City during UN General Assembly High-Level Week and Climate Week. Climate Week starts on September 22nd and ends on September 29th, while High-Level Week begins on September 23rd and runs until September 27th. A spokesperson for the Royal said Harry will be in New York to advance a number of his patronages and philanthropic initiatives. They added, he will participate in engagements with African Parks, the Halo Trust, the Diana Award, and Travelist. The Duke of Sussex will also be promoting the work of his and Meghan's organisation, Archewell. It comes as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have suffered a fresh blow in their search for a CEO for the Duchess of Sussex's lifestyle brand. The Duchess of Sussex's American Riviera Orchard brand was launched earlier this year, but so far no products have been put on sale. Meghan sent famous friends and influencers a jar of jam, with many sharing the product on social media. However, as of yet, nothing has been released to the public 2/3 of the way through 2024. The Duchess of Sussex has yet to find a CEO suitable for the position, with a source claiming this is due to the couple's demanding style of management. The source told Closer, "The brutal reality is Harry and Meghan are the toughest of taskmasters. They are very demanding and difficult to work for, and that puts a lot of people's backs up." Earlier this month, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle rushed to downplay a split from their chief of staff as a mutual agreement. The Sussexes suffered a setback as their chief of staff left his role after just 3 months of working for them. Josh Kettler left his role in the couple's team with some reports that he had decided to quit the position. However, a US publication with links to Meghan and Harry reported that Kettler's departure was mutual. People said that Kettler was hired on a trial basis and that both sides felt he was not the right fit for the position when mutually deciding to go in a different direction. What are your thoughts on the crime in this country, and that in particular shooting incident? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe button and join a community. Take care, goodbye.